Hey, this is Job here with Telltale Games. We're here at PAX Prime 2014 at the Tales from the Borderlands booth.
So for people who are fans of Borderlands, talk a little bit about this new take on the game.
So if you're a fan of Borderlands, you know that the universe is huge and Gearbox has created this world that's just rich with lore and like different characters and lots of different places to explore and all these guns and weapons that come from all these places, and there's such a huge universe to explore. So after the events of Borderlands 2, you're going to be able to play Tales from the Borderlands, which is a Telltale game series that is in canon with Borderlands, that's going to expand upon the universe and let you know what was going on after the fall of Handsome Jack.
Talk about the characters you guys are introducing in this game.
So you're actually going to play as two different characters and experience this Telltale story from two different perspectives. The first character is a guy named Reese. He's a hacker for a Hyperion who's pretty much got nothing to lose. He's going to go down to Pandora and try to score the heist of a lifetime and pull one over on his boss. The other character is Fiona. She's kind of a Pandora-raised and born and raised character. She's also kind of a mysterious grifter. But the two of these characters kind of come to head, and they're both telling this story in retrospect, and it's up to you to kind of play as both and kind of decide who's telling the truth.
How are you guys working with Gearbox on this game?
Hand in hand. This is just as much a Telltale production as it is a Gearbox production. Working with those guys, we get to go out to Texas, visit the Gearbox studio. Those guys get to come out. Guys like Matt Armstrong, who's in charge of the franchise, one of the creators of Borderlands, gets to come out to Telltale along with Anthony Birch. And we get to really talk about Borderlands, talk about the universe, and talk about this story that we're going to tell that's going to play out over an entire Telltale season.
What have you guys learned over the years working on games like The Walking Dead from an episodic nature that you're applying to Tales from the Borderlands?
I think the thing that we've learned the most is that it's true. When you play a Telltale series at premiere, you're playing it as we're making it live. So when you play that season premiere and you're on the forums, you're on Twitter, you're giving us feedback about what you like about certain characters, what you don't like, things you like doing, things you want to see more of. All of that feedback can help us kind of tweak and kind of tailor the story as the episodes go along. So maybe by the third episode, all that feedback could totally come back around and we could see more of certain characters based on the decisions you're making and the feedback you're giving to Telltale. I think you'll see that here in Tales from the Borderlands.
Speaking of feedback, here at PAX, how does feedback influence what you guys are doing with the game?
The feedback is absolutely phenomenal. We're actually getting and we're collecting a lot of the choice data here on the floor. As much as it is the first time people are getting to play it here in the public, it's actually kind of like our first playtest. So as people are playing here in this booth, we're collecting that data. We're seeing how people are behaving, how they're role-playing, how they're playing their Reese, and taking that data into consideration, we actually might even be changing a little parts of the story before it premieres later this year.